Am I in your way?
No, you're fine.
Yeah. October 8th, 1862. In the late morning, Donelson's brigade, with Cheatham's division, leaving its bivouac site in and around the Perryville cemetery, marched in the direction of the Harrisburg to take up a position on the right of the Confederate line. The brigade filed off of the turnpike near the Crawford House and followed the dry Chaplin River to get into position. After arriving at the staging area near the Goodnight House along the river bottomland behind you, Karn's battery and the 8th and 51st Tennessee Infantry Regiments were detached to assist in an artillery bombardment several hundred yards to the left, and later to assist in the attack of Brigadier General George Manning's brigade to the far right. It was determined that Donelson's brigade would lead the main attack directly over the fields ahead. The attack was to be made without the detached regiments in spite of Donelson's personal appeals for their return. The attack of Donelson's three remaining units, the 15th, 16th, and 38th Tennessee Infantry Regiments, was launched a few minutes after 2 p.m. against what was believed to be the Union left flank. Led by the 16th Tennessee Infantry Regiment, the three regiments ran into a murderous crossfire from Harris' 19th Indiana Battery on the high ground to the left in front. The 16th Tennessee lost half of its men in just a few minutes. Despite the tremendous losses, the three regiments continued the attack with shouts of victory. They first struck the 33rd Ohio Infantry Regiment and then the 2nd Ohio Infantry Regiment directly ahead, inflicted heavy losses on the Ohioans and captured the Lieutenant Colonel of the 33rd Regiment. Losses on the Ohioans. Donelson's three regiments in the end bought enough time for the two other of Cheatham's brigades to adjust their lines and effectively assault the Union position. The 15th, 16th, and 38th Tennessee Infantry Regiments surged ahead until they were halted by artillery fire and superior enemy numbers. Their ammunition exhausted, what were left of Donelson's three regiments were relieved by Brigadier General A.P. Stewart's brigade. Later in the afternoon, the 8th and 51st Tennessee Infantry Regiments returned to the area and spearheaded another attack, along with the remnants of the 15th, 16th, and 38th Tennessee Infantry Regiments in the fields directly ahead. Darkness, though, finally ended the fighting.
This is where Manny formed to advance his attack.
Well, why in the hell? On your way?
No, you're fine. This is post 2, facing north. Wharton's cavalry came down from this position and followed this route. This is Manny's position.
Number 2. The Confederate line.
This is post number 2, Confederate battery location, which enfiladed the Union line right down the valley. And later on, they started having a counter battery fire up on the hill in front of us. Parsons Battery was their target. And right over here is Benton Road. Took this route after Parsons' position was captured by the Confederates. This is the valley in which Terrell's brigade was positioned and Manny took early in the confrontation. This is the position of the Confederate advance up to Parsons Battery. You're okay. You're okay. I don't care if I get your mug in here. Number 3, panning. You can see Stark Weather's position up there. Parsons' position up there. And the Confederate position here.
This is the French line. Their battlefields have their finished cornfield. Perryville has theirs also. And this is the cornfield that still exists today.
This is walking between post 3 and post 4. Number 4, Parsons Battery. Cornfield. Confederate position. And Turner's battery advance. Number 5, facing south. Parsons Battery, post number 4. White Road, or Benton Road. That's Starkweather's. He had 2 batteries. This is where the Ohio 105th Regiment was deployed, facing the cornfield where the Wisconsin Regiment was hiding. And the Confederates came over this ridge, attacking Starkweather's position. Starkweather's position was right up on the hill in back of the Wisconsin Regiment. Position number 6 in the cornfield. Panning around, around, around. Picking up Benton Road and Tom's Head. There we go, and there's Starkweather's position right up there. First Wisconsin in the cornfield as they lie in ambush for the Rebs to come up over the hill. As they stand up, they shoot with a volley. And this is what they saw. First Wisconsin then took off up the hill and to the right to hitch up with the rest of the Starkweather's brigade. Road at the base of Starkweather's Hill.
This is the Benton Road. This is going up to Starkweather's position. There's 2 batteries.
I'm in Starkweather's Hill. That's okay. There's Benton Road as it continues up to the crossroads. And battery on Starkweather Hill to the far left flank, and this is what they saw. Hill again, right down here was the 2 of his regiments were positioned down here. There was an old farm road right down this direction where they were forming. And then I'll try to get a picture of the 2nd Brigade of Jackson's division, which I believe was right over here. Of course, the trees are in the way. Well, we're going to take a ride up that way in a bit here. This is Benton Road and Starkweather's retreat route after stopping the Manny's Confederates. This is where was the right wing of Starkweather's brigade. Down in here. And I'm surmising that farther was, I can't remember the guy's name, Russo's brigades were fighting. Yep. Down from the old farm road, we'll pan around here, see what we can get. From Starkweather's position, the old farm road came down here, right down here. This ain't what I want to. Here's the museum. There's the Confederate cemetery. And we're panning around. And the old farm road again. We're back at post number 3. I believe part of Terrell's brigade formed a battle line here. Come across in the Confederate cemetery. And looking towards the Union lines.
Firefighters and rescue brigade forming generally from left to right in the field were assailed by Cheatham Confederate Division at about 2 o'clock p.m. The brigade gave way after a careless and bad fight with Parsons Battery in the Confederate memorial.
Well, hell, this stuff's pretty good. Oh yes, this is good. Picture from the gift shop. Facing south. This ain't nothing, but this is the crossroads. Where the end of the battle took place.
Here's a placard to the Illinois soldiers at Perryville. 59th Illinois Volunteers, commanded by Major Joshua Winters, here suffered 113 casualties of 235 engaged. Changed hands twice and worked it many times. After the battle, it was used as a hospital.
The old Macville Road right down from the crossroads. We can't get up on this knoll, but there's tons of fighting right over this hill. There we go. Oh, up in here. Big time fight right in front of the Russell House.
Yeah, that's where Is that where Sheridan was?
No. No, we'll go over by where Sheridan was. This is facing the Russell house. When you know some damn cars coming. The Russell house is right up the road, right to your left. Right
Guys, stop.
facing. This is between the Benton and Macville roads, facing west, I believe. I believe Webster's brigade was right up in there. Now we're going down towards Bottom's Hill, or house. And there's Bottom's house right there. And then Doctor's Fork is right down here. Running right down there. And that tree line. And the Macville Road runs up this way. The Bottom house. This is where the fighting first started. This is Doctor's Creek right here. This is Doctor's Fork, I believe that's the name of it. Right down from the Bottom house. There's the Bottom house right down. And if we pan around, we get it from this side.